Hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. And welcome to the first day of reading camp. It's finally here. The whole month of July I'm hosting reading camp, sort of a digital festival here on my YouTube channel. Mostly I'm just posting more videos on here. I'm aiming for about 3 to 4 a week, so hopefully I will make that work because that is very busy. But I'm so excited to just share more content with you guys and have sort of a shared experience. July is just gonna be about enjoying the small little moments, reading a lot, but also doing cozy hobbies and just taking the time to enjoy our creative summer, basically. And with that being said, how else could I start this month? By doing a little resetting, because, well, basically I want to do some organizing, some clearing out before we start this month together. Basically, I need to set up camp. Let's just say that. I need to clear out some space in my book room. I redid all of my bookshelves. I filmed that as well. And just doing some cleaning downstairs. We're just gonna get the house ready for a lovely month together. So first, like I said, I organized my bookshelves and I filmed that. You're gonna watch that first and then I'll get back to you today and we're gonna do cleaning. I'm going to organize this, do some cleaning downstairs, just get everything fresh. So we're ready for the month of July. I'm excited. Hopefully you are as well. If you are, please already give me a thumbs up on this video because I am really excited. Let's start. I'm in my book room and we're gonna do some resetting here because it's getting out of hand. We just put these shelves in a couple of months ago and they're already filled. I kind of want to rearrange everything. So there are some books on my showcase shelf that I don't need to keep there or I might want to get rid of. There are some books over here also that I don't need to keep. I'm quite critical of the books that I keep on my shelves. So we're going to go through everything. And I also still have a stack of books upstairs that I want to sell. So I think we're immediately going to make some pictures of that and then put it online. I do want to keep one shelf for the Bridge Kingdom and for Language of Dragons, but I think Quicksilver doesn't need to be on these showcase shelves. And I was thinking some of these can also go. I liked Starsight, so I'm keeping that. Our Infinite Fates was okay. I mean, the book is so incredibly gorgeous though, such a pretty sprayed edge, but it wasn't one of my favorites. Wild Reference, I very much disliked. I didn't like the book, so this is gonna go. I think I want to do like a shelf with just all sprayed edges or pretty hardcovers. Okay, I think I'm gonna keep it like this with in the middle some of my favorite fantasy series. Direbound and Furybound, The Bridge Kingdom, where I do need the second and the fourth, fifth and sixth of the books. And over here I have A Faged Fortune in Fire. Look, I do currently have the second book with a lovely sprayed edge. So once I've read that, I want to put it like this. Basically like Direbound and Furybound. I think that looks really cool. And over here, my 2 editions of A Language of Dragons. And down here, this is gonna be like all hardbacks and mostly sprayed edges. Arcane Academy does have a golden sprayed edge, but not like a really special graphic sprayed edge. But I think once I've read most of my Illumicrate and Very Little books that are now on it. Oh wait, I could add Bloodbound. Let me find that. Okay, I could add my lovely edition of Bloodbound. Okay, I'll just put Bloodbound there and I'll have extra space for hardcovers once I read those. So I think my fantasy side is now done. By the way, those 2 shelves are bigger TBR books that don't fit on my TBR card right here. And then my romance side is pretty much how I wanted it with my Afterlight books, most of my Lauren Asher books, the Windy City series, Elsie Silver, Elle Kennedy, and then an Anna Huang shelf. However, I do have Love Song by Elle Kennedy, so I think I'm going to add it to this stack. And then I do have a space left, but I don't know what to put there. And also I could add some more books next to my Toast Jellycats. These are called Taylor and Travis, by the way. And then for my romance shelf that overflows up there, by the way, I am going to take out these 2 books, but these Cinnamon Bookstore Cafe books, I don't need to keep them in my collection, so I probably will sell those or take them to the book swap with me. And I think anything else I do want to keep on here for now. And then my fantasy shelf, I think one day I'll get rid of this series Shadow and Bone trilogy. Didn't love that, but I'll keep it for now. But Serpent and Dove, I am gonna get rid of. It does have a few cracks because I got this at the book swap, and I think it will be a good one to take to another book swap myself. Okay, and I'm getting rid of these two for my TBR card. I had plenty of time to read those. I've had this on my TBR for 3 or 4 years. Every time I did a reset, a book clearing, I decided to keep it because it does sound really fun and it is such a pretty book. But the thing is, I just never pick it up. So I think I'm going to sell this. And then this time is real. I think I picked up at a book swap myself and yeah, just never pick it up, and I don't think I will soon. So also get rid of this, and I think I'll just get my stack of books from upstairs that I want to get rid of. I got this big stack from the attic. I think there's even more, by the way, but somewhere in boxes, and those boxes I don't want to go through right now. I have The Pairing by Casey McQuiston, an Afterlife book, so it is really pretty, but I didn't love the plot. Forest of a Thousand Lanterns, a lot of Hercules, The Shadows Between Us, Late Bardugo, Ninth House, thought it was a bit of a weird book. One for My Enemy by Olivia Blake, Red Rising, got this at a book swap, Lessons in Faking by Selena May. Okay, I have my books to sell right here. I think I'm going to do that within a few days, make pictures and put it on Vinted. I am filming a different video where I sell and buy books on Vinted as a little guide, so I'm filming that for that video, but this I'm keeping for that. And then I only have these 3 books for the book swap. But I think I have more upstairs in a box, so I think that'd be fine. Yeah, it's only a few days later since we organized all of my books and my shelf. However, I've decided to completely change it up again. Because I suddenly thought, I now use these shelves as my showcase shelves. So with all of my special books, you sometimes see this in the background of my videos. And then on this side, I have all of my other books. However, these shelves have a weight limit. And to be honest, I feel like they're already... I don't think they're past the weight limit, but I do see them slightly bending. And then I figured... these shelves don't have a weight limit. So maybe I should just change it up and do my showcasing over there. This is what you see when you walk into the room, so that does make sense. And then do all of my other books over here. And I also have to figure out if I'm gonna do it by alphabet. I would like that. But right now I have a split between romance and fantasy, and also over here, this is my fantasy shelf, romance and romance. Do I want to keep that apart from each other? I think I would love that, but how am I going to do that? Anyway, let's start this. Okay, I don't fully know what to do. I do have quite a lot of romance books, apparently. I don't know how to showcase... what books I should showcase on these shelves, because now I literally only kept The Nightingale to show off here. I do need some more romance books to show off. So I could put one of Elsie Silver's series there, because I do love those. Or I could showcase, these books are down there. My list Tom 40 books. Okay, let me showcase The Summer of Broken Rules as well, since I really like K.L. Walter's writing, and there's only one book left over here, so that is a little bit lonely. Just my stack of books looks even better here than on the white shelf. The colors just pop off more with the brown wood. I really like this. I should have done this a lot sooner. I honestly love this. So we're gonna move on to the fantasy, and I'll do these white shelves afterwards in one go. I definitely want to showcase my Fairy Loot edition of A Language of Dragons, A Fate Forged in Fire, maybe Direbound, but I think I'm just gonna showcase that over there because those books are really heavy. Okay, I don't know about the height difference, and I don't know if I love all of my hardbacks just in the middle of all of my paperbacks. I think I'm just going to continue and then afterwards see if I still dislike it, and then maybe take out all of my hardbacks and put them just side to side. Okay, I'm sort of done with these shelves, but I feel like you're just there for the zip line. Now, silly thing, now that I've done this and completed this, I maybe feel like I still think the fantasy books are a bit more chaotic, and I think it's because of the color differences, the harsher colors, the black. I don't love black fantasy books. And I feel like I maybe should change the entire thing up. put my fantasy books, because I have only one row right now of fantasy paperbacks. So maybe I should put those on the upper shelf. That is actually the shelf that isn't visible most of the time in my videos, or the least visible, because when I sit here for recommendation videos or TBR videos, you see about this fantasy over here. And then I think one shelf of hardbacks, so I can put my Afterlight books beside all of these hardbacks. So I have one shelf of hardbacks, and then all of my fantasy books. I think that could work. I'm so happy with how this turned out. This is so much better. These shelves look unreal. They look so good, and this is what you see when you come into the room. So let me give you a quick peek at what that looks like. This is now what you see coming into my home office / library, and I love it. I put so many Jellycats up there, and it's a lot more like airy, a lot more light, because there's a lot less books on there. So I have space in between everything. There's only like 6 books maximum per shelf. And then this is what these shelves look like. I don't know why, but it's just a lot better with the fantasy books on top. But all of my fantasy paperbacks on the top row. Then all of my hardbacks. I think this will definitely extend, but I have an extra shelf, and yeah, we'll just see. I might get rid of more books. We'll just see. One day I do have to get more shelves. But hardbacks fantasy, my hardbacks Afterlight books, and then all of my romance paperbacks, and then unread books that don't fit on my TBR card. It's perfect like this. I love it. And I decorated it with some LED candles and my Jellycats. It is the next day, Sunday, and yesterday we did a lot of cleaning, laundry, mopping the floor, etc. But after that it was so warm that I couldn't do anything anymore. I wanted to journal, but let's just do that today. I always include journaling in these resetting videos because for me it is the ultimate way to reset and finish up a period of time and then start a new one. So for this example, in this case, starting reading camp and starting summer vacation, sort of. So I want to do some journaling, and I have a few pages in mind that I want to do. I think we'll start with updating my book pages. I think I have to cross off some on my 26 and 2026 list. We'll go through all of my book pages to see if those are up to date. And then I want to make a new page for something in particular. With my work, my boss and I made a magazine, and we released it last month in June. And it is just such a cool thing. We've both never made a magazine before, so we didn't know that much about it, but we were like, let's just do it. And she designed the whole thing herself, and it's so stunning. She coaches artists and musicians and small creative makers into making a career out of that. And that is what the magazine obviously is about. But also we have some puzzles. I made the crossword puzzle. I love it. A coloring page. There's also some fun stuff in there. I'm so proud of her and also myself for making that magazine. And I want to do a page about it. So I printed out some of the pages and a mock-up of the cover and this illustration that we have in the magazine. And I have the card here that you receive with your order and the sticker. It says it's a hot artist summer because the magazine is called Hot Artist Summer. So let's just make a page for the magazine. I'm really excited. We have to update my favorite book of June. I already know which one that will be. It is Bloodbound. So we're really in the bound team. But Diarybound and Furybound are separate series from Bloodbound, but I really like that. So I'm going to write that down for my favorite book of June. Oh, and then we can pick a book for Q2. I still think that's diary bound. So we're going to put that over there. Oh my god, and then we can pick a book for the first half year. Oh, that is going to be a tough one. I have to think about it. Nightingale versus diary bound. And then this one I still have to wait because while I record this, June is 2 more days. About 14 books, maybe 15, maybe 13. I'm not currently sure, but somewhere up here, but I want to know it exactly. And then for this, I also have to wait until the 1st of July to update this. I think we're all up to date with all of this, so that's good. Then let's create a new page. Oh, we're almost at the end of my journal. Okay, let me show you the pages that I made because I actually did a lot of journaling. I made 3 different pages. My journal is almost full. I only have this white stripe left. I was almost certain that I would be able to finish this year in this journal. This is, by the way, from both last year and this year. Started it January 2025. But to be honest, I'm journaling so much that I'm not completely sure. I think there are over 20 pages left though, so could be. I mean, I have months like this where I journal a lot, and then months where I make only 1 page, which is my read in the specific month page. But I'm on a roll. I'm back into journaling. I love it so much. What I made is this page for the summer magazine that we made. So cool. So I have a few different pages, some different spreads, the cover, and a sticker that we send on the packages, and then some random stickers. I really like it. The second page that I made is for a wedding from a friend of mine, and I have the menu right here. I love that. You can open this, a picture of me and Wes, some things from the paper sheet that we got for the ceremony, and then there are name cards for the dinner. And then my last page is this one. This is for a pizza workshop that I did last week with my family, my dad, my brother, and his girlfriend. So we had lots of fun. So I made a page for that. And then on this side, a page for the heat wave, because I want to remember random moments like this. I love when I, in a few years, go back into this journal and take a look. I'll probably think, oh my god, yeah, that heat wave was the worst. And I love stuff like this, to be able to look back on it. So that's what I made, with a picture of me swimming and in our garden, my tanning pool. So I really like that. Also, I really like these stickers. I got them from Mushable. I love her. You guys have seen me use her stickers and stuff. I had her advent calendar last year. I might order some more stickers because I'm going through them really fast. And I love her stickers. The feel is really good as well. So that is everything I journaled. There is one more thing that I want to do in this vlog, and that is upgrade my e-reader with a new insert, because I got a new e-reader about 2 to 3 months ago, I think, and I don't have an insert yet. So I made one for reading camp, and I also made a bookmark because one of you guys actually DM'd me. Ita, I love you. You have such good ideas, because she asked me if I happen to have a bookmark for reading camp, because she really wanted to print one to be able to sort of have that extra engagement into reading camp. And I didn't have one, but I made one because of her request. So I'll put a link in the description where you can download it and print it yourself. I'm not selling it or anything. You can just download it for free. I thought that would be a fun little free thingy for reading camp, but I'm also going to print it for myself. So I'm going to print the insert and then print the bookmark for myself. And actually tonight a new case will be delivered, because I wanted a case with a clear background but where I can take this off, because I actually prefer reading with a grip. I have a few different grips, but I haven't been able to use them because this is in the way, sort of. So I want a case where I can take this off, and I ordered one, so that will be delivered tonight. But let's first print this. Look, this is what the Kindle insert looks like. Let me know, guys, if I should do this in other dimensions for example, a Kobo or a different Kindle. I can easily change that. Here it is. This is what the front of the bookmark looks like. And you can print that as well for the back. But I like to have this as the back, which is Reading Camp bead leather. So I think that is going to be very cute. So let's go print this and then I'll be able to use it. Okay, I cut both of these out. Look, front and back, or back, front and back, whatever you want. Just going to cut this out with scissors, I think. But maybe I do want to add a laminating sheet to it as well. Anyway, this one I'm going to cut out with my Cricut because I think that will look the prettiest. So I'm going to put this on the mat, put it in my Cricut, and then I think I'm going to laminate it afterwards because I can just put this in my laminating machine. I think that would be more pretty. Let's try that out. Ah, they're done, and I have my new case. This is what it looks like, and what I love about this case is that you can take this off. This is magnetic, and then I put on a new grip, or I had this grip before, but now it's on it. And I printed my insert, although I am going to reprint it because right now with this strap you can see Reading Camp here, and I don't love the yellow. I think it looks a bit dirty. Like it's been in there for a year. It looks like the color that cases get when you have them for a year. So I think I'm going to change that for something green or blue, but I do love it. So that is my case with the new insert. And then my bookmark, I love this one. On this side I did some holographic laminating sheet with some dots, and then on this side I also have a holographic sheet, but like a clear normal one, so it's just all holographic and not like this side with the little dots. This is very stunning though. So I'm really happy with this, and that's where I'm going to end this resetting vlog. I think we're ready for reading camp. So this was the first vlog. From now on I'll try to upload 3 or 4 videos per week. I'm aiming for every Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Sunday. So you can look forward to videos on those days. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. That would actually help me a lot, because then YouTube knows that you guys like this video and it will recommend my video to other people. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you do to stay up to date with all of the upcoming reading camp vlogs and videos. And with that being said, I hope to see you very soon in the next one. Bye guys. Doei!